Alright, hello everyone, this is Julian from Binary Lab. So if you came to this video, you probably were looking into OTC trading, you're looking for alternatives on how to trade OTC better, and you most probably also read this article that I previously wrote, and it's this one here. So it's like, you could just type it in Google, you probably find it, when you type like binarylab.net, and like cheat sheet to OTC trading, or OTC trading cheat sheet, Binary Lab, you probably find this article. So this article tells you about what OTC trading is, how it works, what drives it, and the internal market system, and how to trade safely, and the algorithm at which it works. So the unfortunate news is that it's not something that every trader can do because it's so counterintuitive. Because if you trade it over the weekend, or rather, how many of you just get frustrated because over the weekend you try to do this OTC thing just to get your trading fix, but you're just busted by the fact that everything works so different. So before you know it, you're frustrated and you're throwing money into the fire. So I got a solution for you today, and that's actually to look at something from binary.com. I know binary.com, it looks horrible. I mean, the site is horrible, but there is a new feature, and there's one specific function. Okay, this is a new platform, and it's going to load up right here in a moment. I've done a review on this, and you can check out my review video. Look at the review video link in the video description on binary.com. I'll give you a complete tour on how to use this. But in the meantime, I want to draw your attention to volatility indices. I know this was mentioned in my previous review, but today I want to talk a little bit more specifically about how this can solve your problem of not being able to get your trading fix on the weekend, and at the same time being able to use all the techniques that you already know and love. Would you like to be able to do that? So volatility indices is actually the answer, and I'm just going to read it to you. It says it's synthetic indices that mimic real-world market volatility and available for trading 24/7. It's based on cryptographically secure random number generated audited for fairness by an independent third party. On top of that, I have students who testify against this, and in fact one of them, Marco, he's been encouraging me to do some video on these volatility index, and that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so he says this is a really good way to trade for people who are frustrated with typical OTC and just like I said, burning cash. You don't want to burn your cash on the weekend when it's supposed to be your time to kind of like improve, right? So over here, by the way, there's some TNC. I cannot find them right now, but it was mentioned in my previous video on binary.com, and you can probably find it, you browse that later on. I mentioned in that video that they are bound by regulation to give a product that they are not counter trading you, and that everyone has a very good chance to win. So we'll take you a brief tour of how this looks. So this is the deriv platform. I know the old platform is disgusting, and it's you can't do shit with it in my opinion, but with this it makes it a whole lot easier. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to go to here and click on volatility indices. There are different kind of indices depending on what kind of intensity you want to trade. I'm going to go for the mid of road, so that's the 50. Okay, so you can try the different ones, and so one of the things I'm going to do right now is just to like I'm going to put in some do some charting, do some indicators to make things a little bit more digestible, so to speak. Okay, so we're going to throw in like some of the typical ones. How about MACD? Alright, we're going to throw in, how about like some RSI? Okay, how about if I threw in like Bollinger Bands? Right, that would make sense, wouldn't it? So I can just type that in, Bollinger Bands. Let's do that. Okay, and now we kind of have a little bit more of an idea of what this is. Okay, alright, if you're looking at the volatility indices, you notice this on ticks, and there's a very good reason for that, because it's all based on ticks. You can actually select the amount of ticks you want to go, and just basically you can decide your trade length based on that. And how these indices are different is that these different indices have a different rate of ticking. Okay, so the most recent one is the 100 index, and this is the fastest index by far, and this is for those people who have like ADD and just want to be able to trade a lot faster. So in this case, you would be able to predict and also at the same time preview the payout that you will receive over here. In this platform, there's no kind of like market sentiment thing, but what's good about this is that we can do our own charting and kind of identify like what kind of and look at this, right? There's dots. These are the different kind of chart types. The ones are not available yet. Doesn't matter. We're gonna do some like we're gonna do like cross lines, fit retracements, and so on. So we can do some of these stuff. So at the end of the day, who is this for? Okay, who is this for? This is for people who are frustrated with OTC per se. I mean, if you're frustrated for OTC and you haven't get results, you want to trade like 24/7. This is available 24/7. You can do this at any time. Over here, and like I would actually even recommend that you attend my most recent Binary Lab Elite webinar. Okay, and you know what? I actually want to throw that in for free if you open an account on DRIF, just so that you can make sense of it. What I've done in my most recent webinar is to give you guys an Elliott wave training. So I was going to help you identify like where are the 5 impulse waves, where are the 3 correction waves. So that way you constantly are able to know what is happening in the market right now. Okay, what's happening? Are we going to trade with the trend? Are we going to do reversals? What's going to work best? Okay, if you ever struggle with deciding like what is the method that you're going to use, what is going to be like trend follow, counter trend, breakout, all right? Elliott wave theory is going to help you a lot. Okay, it's not a method in itself, but it's a way to understand the market, and that's what I can teach you in this most recent webinar. Like for those of you who want the whole shebang, go in for Binary Lab Elite, and you can learn everything about it. But question and answer support will also be provided in the comments to that video. So you just type in any questions you have in the comments, I'll reply you there. So what you need to do right now, if you want to get in, try this out. I mean, open up a demo, all right? And if you like it, put in some money, and of any amount, send a message over to their page. Request the link to their most recent webinar replay on Elliott Wave, and basically that's all you get started. So I've got something sweet and deal for you right now. If you've been struggling with OTC but just cannot get it out of your system trade on weekends, this is for you. Head over to thebinarylab.net/binary.com. Dot spelled out DOTCOM, binary.com. Anyway, the link is in the video description, so check it out. That's all for now. Good trading.